What's up, everybody? It's your boy Zero Brew back at you with another video. Rocking the DJ Magic Mike shirt tonight. We are hanging out live on the Twitches, the YouTubes, and all the places. What are we gonna do tonight? We just have a quick little, we gotta pull a little something going on right here. And there was some news, so I was just gonna combine these in to make a quick little video. Real quick, click the link in my description to get a free Kro'Khad as well as Annex, Ugo, and Mausoleum Mage as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Plarium Play on a PC and uninstall. Click the link in my description and register with a brand new email. Launch raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champion. Get an awesome start in Raid Shadow Legends with your free Kro'Khad Fox Hunter as well as 3 epic champions. Hit the link below and claim them today. I'll see you in the game. Woo! Okay, so we did have a bunch of announcements earlier today, but the two that are mainly important. So if you watched one of my last videos where I was talking about the dog and how good the dog is potentially going to be, and of course, Packmaster Shy'ek, I throw an L in there, so I call him Shy'ek. I don't know why, but I do. I've already been called out for that tonight live on the Twitches. But that being said, I did mention with the dog, so his fusion was over a year ago, right about a year ago, and they never really gave us a dog to make him worth it. But they did kind of tease like maybe there'll be a dog in the future, and then again they dropped that teaser video which had it. So all that being said, the dog is also an orc dog, where there are some dogs in the demon lord or the demon spawns and the orcs, but this is an orc one, so it'll do things like faction wars together. Also will pair with Argaz if you have him, the faction unity champion, things like that. So they are going to drop the ability for the fusion, and then it looks like they're going to do a soul for the fusion, and then within that soul, so they are calling out for the soul, so be prepared for the next 4 weeks for us to be going for that, or 3 weeks to be going for that. This does start on Monday. At the time of this recording, it is Friday evening, so that will be coming out as well. But they are going to have the ability to get Shy'ek. So if you did not go for the Shy'ek, you do have the opportunity to get him. I will say it's probably going to be tough to be able to do if you want this dude's soul. And again, Throatripper here is an attack-based champion, and those nukers really need to have at minimum the 4-star soul to get them. And of course, I don't know if you need accuracy. I can't remember when we cover that, but getting that 5-star will give you accuracy and resistance as well. If you do need accuracy to land those debuffs, again, not staring at that on this video, can't remember. It's too much in my brain to remember everything. But yes, you will want that accuracy too, especially in Faction Wars Hard, because you have to get up to like 475-ish accuracy, and that's with the 80 they give you from the Faction Guardian Delia or whatever. The Great Hall, that's what it's called. Great Hall. Okay. Also, there's going to be a rebalance to the Crown of Corruption. Now, I will tell you personally, I've yet to roll a mythical relic in the game whatsoever. And again, speaking of stuff in your brain and not being able to remember, but this one I can't remember even what it does, but I do know from what I've heard is it's basically could give you like another like 45 speed out of one relic, which is like adding a speed boot. So like double down on your speed boots the way this relic was working. Again, if you have this relic, and of course if you were fighting against this relic, you never knew you were fighting against people that had this relic, because there's no way to tell if someone's wearing a specific relic or not in the game. So you didn't even know if you were fighting against it, but now it's at least been nerfed. So if you did not have this, that's probably a good thing, and that's probably 99.9% of the community, because this relic was absolutely broken and broke the balance of the game. So they at least addressed this pretty quickly, and the relics have only been in the game for, I don't know, what, about 6 months now, and this relic actually only came in a few weeks, right? So this one is of the, let's take a look at that real fast, and this is where was this thing? I don't even know where it is. Oh yeah, it's in the event. So this one came in with this specific event, right? So it's only been in the game for about 6 weeks. So they've already quickly addressed this. This is how the relic is now. And of course it gives you crit damage instead of speed. My head's in the way, but now it'll be speed in that first slot. So it makes sense where the stats are going, and you are going to get speed out of this thing. Okie dokie. So now we are moving on to the fun stuff. So now that we have a champ chase event, even though it's not for CVC, and that's the other thing that I would announce, coming up this Tuesday is Clan v Clan. It is personal rewards. So I will tell you, if it is Monday night, don't run your resources and save them for Tuesday. So don't forget about that. Also, I've yet to pull Grachos, and you do get a reward. So we shall see this all happen now, if fingers crossed if this works right. So we're going to summon old dude right here. Finally, AKA Diablo. I think we get 500 points for this on our tournament. So that's some free resources we're about to get. And then I don't see my reward. Where's my reward? Maybe it takes a minute to register, or I have to log out and log back in. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that at the end of the video, because I have all 4 of the champions on my account. I've already pulled Lemonici too, right? Or they just gave us, so I don't know. So I should be getting some sort of reward. When and where that's happening, I don't know. Okay, so it's funny because chat says, hey, just restart your game. So I restarted my game to see if I can get the thing, but they gave me this ability to buy the instant power pack. Oh fun, oh lovely. No, I do not want to buy the instant power pack for a nice even amount of dollars, $69.99. But I do want what you owe me, which is supposed to be the thingy. So I don't know where that is. Maybe it needs some time to register. Maybe I'll log in tomorrow and it'll be there. But again, if you get all 4 of the champions, you get a special reward, or supposed to. So I'm looking forward to that. And in case you were wondering what you could get and how long it takes to get it, it does take about 2 hours. So special shout out to Haunted_5. Haunted5 told us, yeah, it takes about 2 hours for them to, I guess, run the checks when you pull all 4 of these champions. And again, it's Diablo, Lemoniski, Ballerina, and Dwarf who thinks he can hit hard, but he can't. I don't know. Maybe the way you have him built, you have him hit hard. By the way, you get this avatar frame, so we're going to put that on here in just a second. You get this juicy Chaos Awakens Skull of Treason, which is great for HP burns. I have a lot of HP burners, so that's amazing. Where it deals 10% more damage to enemies with higher max HP. There it is. And I don't know, do we put that on Gizmak or we leave him with the Wand of Submission? That is the question. You get the Opening Gambit, increases the wearer's chance of placing debuffs with their default skill by 5%. Actually, that could be very useful, especially in Fax Wars on some of these champions that don't have 100% on their A1s to do stuns or provokes and things like that. This actually can come in handy now that I think about it. Get a couple more. Survival speed, fill the wearer's turn meter by 10% when their HP drops below 50%. Okie dokie, that's cool. And then destructive action. By the way, I wonder if this could fit on a golden egg. You know, the golden egg will heal you over and over and over again. So I wonder if that gives you a 10 meter boost. And you get 3 rank 3 basalts. That's awesome. Be awesome these were rank 4 basalts. But beggars can't be choosy, whatever that means. So what I was going to do is just do a 10 pull. So I have all 3 of these champions. Of course, we got the Lemonici as well. So I'm just going to pull this with a 10 pull. It is a 2x. So I'm just going to do a 10 pull, see what happens. And then we're going to pull our fragment summons. And if we get Ignatius or whatever his name is, I'm going to lose my ever-loving mind. That being said, here's your appetizer, 10 Ancients. Can we get a legendary? Who knows what we can get? I'm not using my channeling power on this just yet because, you know, 2x, whole bunch of nothing here. There you go. All right, now it's taking a minute to load. Come on, load it up. Okay, so the headliner champion, this is the last night that we can some of this. We did the free 40 shards, nothing more, nothing less. I will say there are 4 legendary champions. Usually I have most of all the legendary champions, but I never got the Cheshire Cat. This one I think is one of the newer ones. I've never gotten Cecilia, and I never got Wither. I don't want them. I want Ignatius. So let's see what we can get. Come on. I call him Ignatius, whatever his name is. Volcanos. Okay, Zero Brew, you got to get his name right if you're going to pull him. Here it is. Come on. Come on. Oh, big channel. No whammies. No whammies. Come on. Please let it be. An epic champion. Wah, wah, wah. Well, it is a guaranteed 250 points for the champ chase event. What did we get? We got a 4-star chicken and a 1-star soul. Yippee-ki-yay. All right, I'm doing it. You didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, we got the whammies, by the way. We definitely got the whammies. All right, another 580 points. Where I need all the luck in the world is this champ training event. Your boy's currently sitting in first place. Now, Waldo has been the line leader for a very long time. I will say, by the time this video comes out, it will have already happened. We've got 5 hours and 17 minutes, which is like 4 a.m. for me. I may or may not set an alarm and wake up briefly to do a midnight restroom run. But you do get points from ascending and you get points from books. And we do have a stockpile of books. Now, I have used some of these this week, but I do have a stockpile of books that we could potentially use. I don't know. Who would you put books into? That is the question. That is the question. Make sure you leave a comment. Who would you put books into if you had a choice? Oh, have I not put books into Lamasu? Well, that's an easy answer. That's an easy answer. We needed a reason to do that. Yeah, so that's 1,800 points for 9 books. So I think it's about 300 points a book or something like that. Yeah, so there we go. And that put us squarely into first place now. Yeah, so we just took, so it's just like that. I only had a few hundred points and now I'm up, 2,000 points on old dude right here. 2,000 less than 50 or whatever on old dude. So all that being said, that's all I got for you. Also, leave a comment. Do you have a mythical thing? And did you get the mythical that's getting nerfed? If you have any thoughts on that, leave us a comment. Thank you for all the love and support, and we will holla at you next time. Zero Brew in, Zero Brew out. I'll let you later. Bye.